Yeah, I got it. There we go. Great. I heard some awesome ideas walking around. And I should say a little bit about, some suggestions. If you need to make a website, I personally use GoDaddy, set it up in one day. It's great. It's easy. Some of these things, we make them more difficult than they need to be because there's resources available to us. One of those things might be even creating a charity when a charity already exists that's fulfilling those needs. So when I did my Dream of 13, and I decided to go with Floats of Honor, I didn't have a specific problem in mind. Like some of my friends out there at Prudential, my roommate had a teacher of his died of cancer, and that was what he was going to fight. And he used his passion for running to fight cancer, and now has major sponsors and does major obstacle courses run every year. Pretty cool, right? And I'd like to take one more example from one of the kids out at Prudential that kind of used a combination of two passions. One was doing puzzles with her grandma who had Alzheimer's, and two was her love to help people. Haley Richmond, who's a 5th grader out in Long Island, has placed more than 10,000 jigsaw puzzles in nursing home rooms and other senior living facilities for the past 3 years, and created an online support group for kids around the world who have loved ones suffering from Alzheimer's disease. This is incredible to me. Because she took a tragic event like her grandmother having Alzheimer's and her love for doing puzzles with her, and was able to help kids with that. Another example is one of the national honorees had a close friend of his get murdered, so he set up peace protests throughout his hometown city. These are just small things you can do. So I suggest if you decide to create a charity, maybe looking in to make sure there's not one already existing, doing what you want to do. Because they already have a step on you and can help you along the way. Also look at GoDaddy and ask for help. It never hurts to ask for help by those who are around you who maybe know better than you do. Now I know some of you guys who got called on earlier are enjoying your Rock and Floats of Honor merchandise, I'm sure of it. Alright, so I'm going to call on some more people who want to share their idea for starting to help people with their passion. The first hand I saw right over there. Come on up. Give a round of applause, come on. It takes a lot of bravery. There you go.
Okay. So I really like taking pictures, and I'm very passionate about children in need, like little babies. And so I thought that I could somehow do sort of a Humans of New York thing, but with kids in need. So take pictures of kids in homeless shelters or something, and then publish those pictures online somehow, and share their stories in a caption or on a website, and set up a GoFundMe for a homeless shelter or something that they belong to, and then donate that money to it.
You want to move more? Alright. So I'm going to take one from this section now. Superman shirt. You seem excited about it. Oh, really quick. You forgot your Floats of Honor merchandise. Come on back up. Go ahead, hit it.
So I have a really big passion for wrestling, and I really feel strongly about suicide prevention because I know in Loveland that's a big problem. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to get with my coach. I have a couple coaches, like my high school coach and other coaches. I want to see if I could organize a wrestling camp for suicide prevention, and we raise money for that. Yeah.
You can grab your stuff here. I'm a wrestler too, so that sounds awesome. Definitely talk to me. Alright, one from this section. Yeah, I'll get to you guys over here first. You? Alright.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
So I'm incredibly passionate about teacher pay because personally I don't think that they get quite enough recognition. So I'm ready to write as many essays, do as many interviews until I can get to the top and make a difference so that the teachers get the recognition that they deserve and need.
That's awesome. I'll take one more. All right, sweater on the arm.
I'm really passionate about being around and helping kids with special needs because I've grown up my whole life with a little sister with Down syndrome. And she hasn't gotten the opportunities that I have gotten, especially in the educational field and sports. So, and I'm passionate about sports too, so putting together like a sports tournament of any sort, whether it's football or volleyball or anything, just to raise money to get money to put into the educational field to help them get better resources in the classroom, to help them become ready to go to college when they're done with high school.
Incredible. Now to think, some of you guys just figured this out and thought of a charity or a fundraiser you could do, and you figured it out in 10 minutes, what you can do. So there's no excuse why we can't do this more often. I say that the kids, like Mr. Davis said, we can account for over 50% of charity in the world. That's great, but I think we can go higher than that. I think we got a solid 60 in us. And it's leaders like all of you that are going to make this happen in your communities and in our country, so you're the future leaders of the world. So give a big round of applause for yourselves. The third and final step of community service, this is the fun part. This is when you do the fundraiser event. This is when you go out and you do the Dream of 13. And you have all these incredible opportunities open up for yourself just because you did something. You put a little more energy in, and it's something you love, and you found a way to help others through it. There's no better feeling in the world, I'll tell you, than that. I've climbed mountains all over the country, and I still haven't found a better feeling than how it felt when I raised over $40,000. Families who gave me my freedom, and I did it by doing something I was going to do anyway. It's really special, and I encourage you, all of you, to try to find this feeling in your own lives. Now, this incredible feeling, and along with many opportunities that will open for you, there is some downs to community service. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, there's gonna be struggles. We all struggle in life. All of us have struggled in some way, shape, or form, right? And it's gonna be tough. Someday you're gonna, if you pursue community service, you're gonna have your own 65-mile bike ride. You're gonna have your Devil's Tower. You're gonna have your golden record. And you're gonna have your own challenges that you have to face down. That's the tough part of community service, but that's the part that makes it all worthwhile, so making you a better leader and a better person. I'll give a small example from my own life. Just the other day, I got invited to Marine Corps Legion meeting. I didn't know what it was. We had just ran into this guy who was packaging liquor at the liquor store and was giving my dad some beer, and my dad told him my story. The guy invited me to his meeting. I didn't know what it was. I was confused as to why I was even there. And I started to just get really uncomfortable and nervous about the whole situation. But after the meeting, they asked me what I wanted from them. I told my story, and I asked them just to spread the word about what I did. They escorted me out of the room, and I thought the meeting was over, but they told me to stay. I came back in, and they raised over $1,500 and gave it to me that night. I had a major meeting with the golf owner 3 days later, and I was sitting there wondering why I was there, and then I knew. A powerful story that you guys will have if you do a community service project like this. If you go that extra mile and do something you're passionate about to help somebody else, it inspires people, and it helps them in their own lives. and encourage them to fight a little bit harder and help a little bit more to those people in their own communities. And the ups, they're pretty great. I've gotten local, national media attention. I met Lindsey Vonn while I was in D.C. and ate lunch with Miss America. Not a guarantee. So I really encourage you to take these opportunities and find those little goods you'll get from community service. Face down the hard times, and it's going to come out. Trust me. Now I'm going to end my talk and then answer some questions here with a video of one of the greatest opportunities that I've been blessed with was Major Dan Rooney. Meeting him changed my life, and getting to know him and have him mentor me in the smallest ways has absolutely given me a new perspective on life. This is a little 3-minute video I hope will help show you why.